Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Catherine, and I will be your facilitator for this session. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Before we get started, we do have a few housekeeping items to note. First, your camera and microphone are off. You are muted and your video is off. The panelists can't see or hear you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to use the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. They are here, ready and available to answer your questions. Lastly, all sessions are being recorded, including this one, and will be available at strivescan.com/Illinois. We are currently in session F1, where my mouse is circling at the moment. And this is also the same order of presentation. So without further ado, let's kick it off to our first representative from McKendree University.
Hi, my name is Alexis Higgs, and I am an undergraduate admission counselor at McKendree University. We are a mid-sized private institution. McKendree was founded in 1828, and we are the oldest college in Illinois. You will meet friends from 40 states and 40 different countries. 60% of our students come from the state of Illinois, and about 9% are international students. These international students will come from countries as far away as Brazil, Italy, and Thailand. We're located in Lebanon, Illinois, which is home to about 4,400 people. It is a safe community that has good restaurants, rich history, local businesses, and really great community support. McKendree has once again been named a Best Value School by U.S. News and World Report, which means you know you're getting the highest academic quality at a very good price. We will take a closer look at affordability in just a few minutes, but I did want to give you an idea. So 100% of McKendree students receive institutional aid, and we award over $24 million in institutional aid annually. At McKendree University, we have over 50 academic programs. Some of these programs include biopsychology, cybersecurity, athletic training, and sport management, as well as a plethora of K-12 teaching licensure programs. You can use the QR code here to see a full list of our undergraduate programs. We are a liberal arts college, meaning you will take classes from a variety of subjects and learn how to think, not only what to think. And the academic experience is very personalized. So all of our classes are faculty taught by an instructor who is accomplished in their field and is invested in your personal success. Our average class size is 14 students in a class, meaning you will develop close mentoring relationships with your professors. And 82% of the professors hold a PhD here at McKendree. About half of our students will complete an internship in any given year. And each spring, McKendree comes together for our academic excellence celebration, which we have no classes, and all of our students who have done research throughout the last year or so will have the opportunity to present their findings. McKendree is very proud of our 97% postgraduate success rate across all programs. So that means within 6 months, Bearcat alumni are either employed or enrolled in graduate school. This is one of the best postgraduate success rates in the entire Midwest. Outside of the classroom, there is no shortage of things to do at McKendree. 88% of first-year students live on campus, which contributes to that family feel, and it promotes personal and academic success. We have over 80 organizations here on campus, ranging from honor societies to community service organizations and sorority and fraternity life. We are home to the Hettenhausen Center for the Arts, which brings in guest speakers and artists, in addition to serving as the home for all of McKendree's performing arts groups. And we also have study abroad locations in more than 120 programs in more than 120 locations across the globe. We are only 30 minutes away from downtown St. Louis, which provides you with endless cultural, recreational, and professional opportunities. The restaurants, museums, and parks are fun to explore in St. Louis, and that means we're able to do partnerships with some of the universities in St. Louis. So for example, we have a 3+3 law program with SLU and a 3+2 occupational therapy program with WashU. In addition to all of that, we're only 4 hours away from Chicago, Kansas City, and Indianapolis. McKendree participates in the NCAA Division II Great Lakes Valley Conference. So you can go to mckbearcats.com for a full list of our programs and contact information of coaches. If you're a senior, right now is the time to apply. McKendree provides a free application and we are test blind, meaning that you will not need to provide test scores for admission consideration or academic scholarship consideration. We do provide a holistic review of each applicant, and once you've been admitted, McKendree will work closely with you to ensure that your transition to college is as seamless as possible. Eligible first-year students are offered one of these 3 academic scholarships at the point of admission, and this is just where your aid begins. We want to do everything we can to make a McKendree experience a reality for students and their families. So please make sure that you file the free application for federal student aid. It's open in just 11 days now. And then as you move through your college admission process, I or another admission counselor here at McKendree will be able to work with you to understand your financial aid package from McKendree. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for fun content. And I would encourage you to please visit colleges as you are able this fall. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. The next representative is from Lake Forest College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Karina Henderson, and I am one of the admissions counselors at Lake Forest. I'm also here with my coworker, Melissa Ramirez. You'll be able to learn a little bit more about her and her contact information at the end of this presentation. Lake Forest College is a small private liberal arts college 30 miles north of Chicago. The residential suburb of Lake Forest primarily houses our campus, spread apart in 3 main sections of our wonderful campus, housing 1,650 students from 44 states and 102 different countries. That means about 47% of our students are coming from out of state. So if you're interested in being on a global campus, close to a large city, but not necessarily in a city, Lake Forest is a really good option for you if you're thinking about staying in Illinois. There are 4 main parts of the Lake Forest experience that really stand out and make us unique. Our first is our pragmatic liberal arts education, our career preparation, our location, and finally, our values of diversity, equity, and inclusion. At Lake Forest, we have a pragmatic liberal arts approach. Because we're a liberal arts college, it means that our students are able to take what they're learning in the classroom and apply that to life outside of the Lake Forest campus. All of our students complete an experiential learning requirement as part of the curriculum, and that experiential learning requirement can be done through an internship, research, study abroad, or one of our study away programs in the downtown South Loop of Chicago. It's an opportunity for students to really explore their horizons and learn more about what it is that they want out of their academics and their professional interests. At Lake Forest, because we're a small liberal arts college, it means that you really can have a wide combination of the majors and minors that you pursue. I always tell students that you do not need to compromise on your interests. If you want to study art, you also want to study computer science, go for it. You can do whatever you want when you're at a liberal arts college, even designing your own major. So you can find all of our majors and minors on our website. And if there's a major you're interested in that we don't have, you can actually work with your academic advisor to create that for yourself once you're at Lake Forest. So the possibilities really are endless. Professional development certainly ties into your academics at Lake Forest. Our Career Advancement Center has 11 professional staff members who are available to work with you truly from day one to prepare you for life after graduation. Lake Forest has a 98% placement rate within 6 months of graduation. So our students certainly know where they're going to go once they graduate from Lake Forest, and they're in the career that they're interested in initially, or they're getting an advanced degree, so maybe going to law school or medical school. The career advisor that you're connected with does one-on-one support for you, but then there are also a variety of events that go on throughout the year for all of our students to develop your networking skills, your interviewing skills, and other skills that you need for the job search. And that last point that I mentioned, diversity, equity, inclusion, are all important values on our campus. As I said, we're a global community. 16% of our students are international students, 31% are domestic students of color, and more than 40 languages are spoken on our campus. But it's important to think of equity and inclusion beyond just the diversity of our community and think about it in terms of support. Our Office of Intercultural Relations supports students in their cultural and social identities. The Health and Wellness Center focuses on your mental and physical health. And the Center for Academic Success provides tutoring and any kind of accommodations that students might need in the classroom. Of course, financial aid is a huge part of the college application process. So if you are a current senior and you're trying to decide how it's all going to work for you, the wonderful thing about Lake Forest is that our scholarship options are very straightforward. You can find this chart on our website. We are test optional, so you don't have to submit a test score if you don't want to. But if you want to, you can see on our chart based on your weighted GPA or your test score, how much you can anticipate receiving. All of our scholarships at Lake Forest are renewable all 4 years, and you can get an additional $2,000 added to your financial aid award if you visit campus or participate in any other virtual event that we host. We also have the Forrester Flagship Program for our Illinois residents. If you know that you want to live on campus, you plan on submitting the FAFSA, and you are eligible for the federal Pell Grant, you can receive 100% of your tuition covered through grants and scholarships at Lake Forest. And you can get connected with your academic or your admissions counselor if you're not quite sure if you're eligible for the federal Pell Grant. We'll help you figure all of that out. If you want to learn more about Lake Forest, you can schedule a personal visit, either virtually or in person. We are offering in-person visits to campus for a tour. You can meet with an admissions counselor, a current student, maybe even get lunch on campus if you want to. So there are a variety of options that you can choose virtually or in person. You can also take a virtual tour of campus if you aren't quite ready yet to come onto campus, but you want to see what things look like. And then feel free to reach out to me or Melissa, either one of us, and we will get you connected to the right person. And I'll put our contact information in the chat so you can easily copy that as well. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the presentations.
Awesome, thank you. Just a friendly reminder that if you have any questions at all, to feel free to submit those using the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen. Our representatives are here with here to answer any questions you have. And if you have a specific question, we encourage you to include the school name. Our next representative is from the University of St. Francis.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me. As she mentioned, we're from the University of St. Francis. My name is Eloise Phillips, and I am the Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions at the University of St. Francis. The University of St. Francis is a small Catholic university, high-quality Catholic university. It's located in Joliet, Illinois. So we're just like 45 miles from Chicago. Just a little bit about who we are. Our history, we were founded in 1920 by Mother Alfred Moles. And then in 1971, we became a co-ed school. USF upholds 4 core values, and they are compassion, service, respect, and integrity. And these core values are essential because they prepare students, to contribute to society. USF has 4 different locations. As I mentioned, the main location is in Joliet, Illinois. It sits on 24 acres of land in the cathedral area. We also have a campus that's located downtown Joliet, and that's called our St. Bonaventure campus. Students who study in College of Arts and Science and College of Business take classes there. We also have our St. Clair's campus, and that's reserved for our nursing students. And then our last campus is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's for our PA students. Of the total enrollment at USF is about 4,100 students total enrollment. Of that 4,100, about 1,700 are undergrad students. Of that 1,700, about 43% of the students reside on campus. Just a little bit about what we do. We have 14 graduate programs, 42 undergraduate majors, and 2 doctoral programs. The doctoral programs are in the College of Nursing, the College of Education. Some of our top majors: nursing, allied health, education, business, and social work, among many others. We also encourage students, that who attend St. Francis, to get involved. So we have over 44 clubs and organizations. They range from intramural athletics, internships, and many, many more opportunities. We also encourage students, if there's an actual club, that's not listed. If you want to get involved in a club or establish a club, that's something that we can offer you. We are NAIA. We have over 23 teams. And what that means to you, so if you are recruited, by a coach, then you can actually, receive an athletic scholarship. So if you have athletic scholarship and academic scholarship, they're stackable, which will make, your actual cost of tuition affordable at USF. Just talks a little bit about why we're great. If you notice, we offer Franciscan education. All of classes are taught by faculty, 100% of them. 74% of them have a terminal degree, so they have gone through some type of doctoral program to ensure the student success. And if you look at our average class sizes, 25, there's 25 or less students, 80 to 82% of those that is, and then 51% of the students, are 15 or less students. And that's just to ensure, that ensures that the students get the best learning possible. We talk about accreditations. We have 13 specialized accreditations. Again, we ensure that we offer high academics that are available for each student to ensure, that they will get a job, after they graduate. These accreditations are in all 4 colleges. So College of Education, College of Nursing, College of Business, and College of Arts and Sciences. If you look at our outcomes, we talked a lot about, the outcomes, but if you look at the placement rate, so 90% of our students receive a job within 6 months. If they don't do that, then they go to another program, master's program. So, we're proud of that. If you look at our pass rates, 100% on teacher pass rate, PA 100%, and then our NCLEX pass rate is 97%. And this just so goes to show, that we want to make sure that when a student graduates, they are employable. Our alumni, we have a huge, strong alumni network. We have over 49,000 strong alumni. They're in 15 states and 19 countries. And what that does for the student is ensure, if they're looking for a job in a certain area, if our alumni is in that particular location or job, they reach out to alumni for assistance. So we're really proud of that on campus. And one thing I forgot to mention, so I'm also an alum at USF, so I'm a double alum. So I've seen my bachelor's and master's there, so I can really attest, to the core values, that the university offers. And this is just to kind of end of my presentation, just, what you want, if you decide what you want to do, if you want to attend St. Francis. Of course, we are test optional. So if you want, to use your test scores, you can. If you don't want to use your test scores, you don't have to. We'll just based upon your academics or your report or your grades. And we also do what we call rewarding. So say, for instance, you say, hey, I don't want to use my test score, and then we award you academic scholarship, and then you say, well, I want to use my test score, then we award you at least once. So thanks for having me. I look forward to meet anyone. If you have any questions, feel free to jump in the chat. Thank you so much.
Awesome, very great information. The next representative is from Dominican University.
Hi everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Katie and I am an assistant director of transfer admissions here at Dominican University. Thank you all so much for having me today. So as we go through, excuse me, sorry about that. So our 2022 rankings, we are very proud of them this year. We were ranked number 10 for best regional universities in the Midwest out of 157 colleges. We were also ranked number 3 for social mobility in the Midwest. We're very proud of that because it's very important to Dominican with our values to be sure that we're able to close that equity gap amongst our students. We were also ranked number 1 for best value in Illinois and number 6 for best undergraduate teaching. Here at Dominican, we really value the personal relationships between our faculty, staff, and students. Our average class size is 15. We always tell students that it's very similar to what you would see probably at your high school. And we also don't have any giant lecture halls, and that was built by design. We want students to feel as though they can have those close relationships with their professors, that they're not just some scary person that's down there talking to you in front of a podium, and that you feel as though you can really connect with them and develop a personal relationship to help you succeed in the future. Just to give you some statistics about our student profile, in 2020, 2021, we had 465 incoming freshmen, 69% are students of color, 37% are first gen. We are a Hispanic serving institution as well. We have 50 plus majors offered here at Dominican. On our screen, you can see what our top majors are. These range anywhere from nursing to business to computer science. But as my colleague Ruben always says, you can come in undecided. And we are more than happy to kind of help you find that on your path as well, to tell you what you're passionate about. Here at Dominican, we know that support is something that all students need. It doesn't matter if you're coming in as a freshman or a transfer. That's something that's so important, and that we want you to feel as though you are being supported. We do offer free tutoring. We also offer advisor check-ins. You have to meet with your advisor every semester to confirm that you're still on the right track. And we also have our wellness center, because your mental health is also so important to us, and we want to make sure that you're getting all the help you need in that retrospect as well. Kind of how I was saying before, we want you to feel as though you have these close relationships with your professors. So please always feel free to talk to them, and they kind of create that open relationship to make sure that they are approachable and that you can help them. So here at Dominican, we also really value our relationships with the alumni here. They help our students get jobs to help them for their career, and we have really close relationships with them. We offer mock interviews with them, and they kind of give you all the best tips and tricks to tell you what's the best thing to do in a real job interview. We also have we're also participants in really big job fairs. That's one of the great things about being located in Chicago, is that you're able to use this big city to the advantage. These are just some examples of internships that we've had in the past in the city, anywhere from working for the Office of U.S. Senator to NBC Universal Media. Another thing we're really proud of here at Dominican is that a year after graduation, 86% of our students are employed and 16% are attending graduate school. So we know how important it is to know that you're being set up to succeed here at Dominican, and we're able to give you all the resources that you need to help you get to where you want to go. Here at Dominican, our values are Caritas and Veritas. And essentially what that means is that we're here to help create a more just and humane world. By doing that, we also offer amazing community-based learning projects. These can be spring break trips to New Orleans, Tijuana, because we know that community doesn't just span here at Dominican. We also see our community in the River Forest area, Chicago, throughout the United States and across the globe. And we want to make sure that you are not only growing mentally to prepare yourself for the career that you're having down the line, but we want to make sure that you are coming together as a whole person. So here at Dominican, we love to say that we are a short walk from campus right to Oak Park. And then once you get to Oak Park, you can take that green line and go right down to the city in just 20 minutes. So it's a great way to embrace more culture. If you are interested in athletics, Dominican has 12 men and women's varsity sports at the Division III level. We are also very proud to say that our student athletes' average GPA is almost a 3.5. And if you're not really interested in the hardcore athletics, you can always join our intramural teams as well. We also offer more than 35 clubs and organizations on campus. This can be anything from improv and gaming. And if you're interested, you can also create your own club as well. So if you're interested in applying, you can do so at dom.edu/apply. Our priority application date is November 15th. Thank you guys so much for having me today. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.
Great. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Before we hear from our next two representatives, just another friendly reminder, as stated, if you have any questions at all, to feel free to submit those using the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen. Any questions you have about the college application process, or even if you have questions for a specific institution, we also encourage you to submit your questions there and to also include the school name. Our next representative is from Illinois Wesleyan University.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. So a little bit about Illinois Wesleyan University. We are a small private liberal arts university down in Bloomington, Illinois, hosting approximately 1,700 students, all undergraduate. Now that undergraduate only plays a big part for you as students because it tells you that you don't have to compete with the graduate students as far as courses you're going to get in. Also, as far as materials for those courses, everything that you're going to need is going to be easily accessible for you right on our campus. Also tells you you're going to get a lot of one-on-one opportunities with the professors that you're working with. We have 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Our average class size is going to be about 15 to 16 students per class. We try to keep it small for you there. Also have about 13 students on our lab size courses, so you're really getting that one-on-one attention from your professor. And although we're smaller in terms of total population, we still cover quite a bit of space. We're going to have 12 residence halls across 82 acres worth of land. So for us, it's more so those small classes. We want that medium campus size feel, and we're in a big college town. A little bit about the town that we're in. We're right in the heart of Bloomington Normal. It is a college town. You'll have our university there. Also have Illinois State right up the street from us. Also have Heartland Community College and some other community colleges in surrounding areas. So in the town, you're a little bit under 30,000 college students. Feels like a bigger school sometimes, but it plays out because you get those smaller class spaces. In our location, we're also centrally localized. It just gives you a wide range of opportunities as far as what you can do. Internships, getting you work experience of whatever career field that you desire to go to is really what our name of the game is. You can build those smaller, more localized experiences in Bloomington Normal, but also we're connected to some large cities as well. City of Chicago is 2 hours away. St. Louis is 2 hours away. Indianapolis is 2.5 hours away. We do a good job laying our students in some of those positions as well. You can have a car down on campus freshman year for us. Parking will be free all across campus. If not, travel is relatively simple as well. We have the Amtrak station that stops right in town. Also, we have a bus service in town that's free with your Wesleyan ID. That should help you navigate a little bit there. For us, we have 3 distinct schools and colleges for you to study in. First will be our School of Nursing. There we've had 100% job placement in that field for the past 19 years. Currently ranked as the #1 school in the state for nursing. And we're also a direct admit program there, meaning that if you apply nursing and you get admitted nursing for our university, you start that program right away. Next will be our College of Liberal Arts. There you'll see more so our traditional liberal arts as well as divisions of business. There you'll have our natural and social sciences, anything chemistry, biology, psychology, sociology, all the ologies you could possibly think of, probably gonna be housed underneath that hat. Our humanities as well as divisions of business, including accounting, economics, management, and marketing. Again, internships are going to be the name of the game. We try to land you as many work experiences as possible. Last would be our College of Fine Arts. Those would be more so our performance degrees. So there we'll have our AIM School of Art. We have our School of Music as well as our School of Theater Arts. We are a full musical theater program as well. We're currently ranked number 7th in the nation according to OnStage. And this gives you a wide range of opportunities there. We also have about 18 members now that's currently graduated from that program now working or assisting on Broadway. So definitely a lot of success has come from that as well. Some statistics for you. We're rated number 1 in Illinois and number 7th in the nation for the best colleges at getting a job. Just tells you that Illinois Wesleyan degree holds a little bit of weight to it. We're also number 1 in Illinois for our highest earning graduates. So you're going to land in a good job. And you're going to get paid awfully well for it as well. Some more statistics for you in terms of our total success. 92% of our graduates complete their degree in 4 years. 91% of our students return for their second year. That's our retention rate. This tells you that the students that come there enjoy what they're doing, enjoy the people that they come into contact with, enough to come back for more. 97% of our students have a job or are enrolled within a graduate program, and that's typically within 6 months after graduation. Nearly half of our students participate in some form of undergraduate research. Also have some research scholarships available for you as well. And then 76% of our 2019 students had the opportunity to participate in an internship. Again, that work experience bit is really what we try to get you into. This is typically what you won't see here at Illinois Wesleyan. We don't have the big lecture hall class. These are actual images from our classroom. We use the mantra, less lecture and more discussion. We want you to build that relationship with your professor and the other students in which you're around. We want you to have roundtable, more type dialogues and settings. So that way you're seeing, you're discussing, you're really becoming a leader in the field that you're eventually going to go into later on. Another way that we build success amongst our students and how we've had so much success within our schools is really our support systems as well. As you go off to college, it's going to be the best days of your life sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be a struggle. So we really want to make sure that you have that support while you are away from home, no matter what field you're going into, no matter what you're doing on campus, just to have somebody that's going to help you and kind of guide you along the way. Some other cool programs that we have here on campus, some other opportunities for you. 41% of our students choose to study abroad. There we have some keynote exchange programs for you with universities in Tokyo, Morocco, and Hong Kong. We're also one of 12 universities to offer a Pembroke program in Oxford, England. It's a great program. They only accept about 50 or so American students per year. We have a great working relationship with them. Also, we have some keynote semester-long programs with our London program, which typically takes place in the fall, and the Barcelona program, which takes place in the spring. We also offer an internship for study abroad as well, which is our Iowa Freeman Asia program. There, we typically pay for everything. We'll cover your housing, we'll cover your flights, we cover your travel, and then on top of that, you're working an internship, you're working a job opportunity. So you're getting paid for that as well. Another great opportunity for you as you decide to go. As far as campus life goes for us, we have over 120 plus student organizations, everything from rock climbing club to nature walk club. Whatever you see fit, we probably have something associated for it. If not, you can also apply through Student Senate and get campus funded. Sometimes faculty help to really kickstart those programs or organizations. We have 5 attorneys and 4 sororities currently on campus. About a third of our campus is involved in some form of Greek life. Completely your choice, whether you want to participate or not. Everybody gets along with everybody out here. It's a great thing about it. We host over 1,000 different campus events per year, everything from theater productions to art gallery exhibits, keynote speakers, TED Talks, musical performances, anything that you can think of. We have something in our area for it. As far as Titan athletics go, we are D3 athletics. I always say when you're looking at D3 athletics, you want to look at the top of the top, and we've consistently been up there, both academically and athletically. We've graduated 133 academic All-Americans, 144, 145, I think that we're at right now from last year's totals, which puts us amongst the top 30 institutions, not only in NCAA Division III, but in NCAA as a whole. So we're doing fairly well. We have 24 different varsity sports teams, including esports on our campus now. And we've had now 9 national championship winners since 1997. Men's golf just won another one for us.
Great, thank you. We're going to now hear from our last representative, but certainly not least, from the University of Illinois.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Hodges. I'm with the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Thank you for participating in this virtual college fair. Let's see, get started. I want to talk a little bit about the University of Illinois. First, we talk about our numbers. Obviously, we're a bigger institution. Our total population of students on campus is a little over 50,000 students. Of that, 33,500 are undergraduate students. This past year, we brought in a record number of incoming first-year students, about 8,300 students. They did represent pretty much all 50 states and over 100 plus companies. Even with that large number, we still had we're number one as far as most students of color on our campus, especially when it comes to Midwest institutions. So as Big Ten schools, as other state schools, we had a lot of students, a lot of diversity at the University of Illinois. You can check out our website, go.illinois.edu/facts to see a lot more information about our campus profile. Speaking of our profile, especially when you think about our different programs that we do offer, we have 11 different academic communities. Within those communities, we have over 150 different majors. So there's a lot of different options that are available to students. The website you'll see on the page is the go.illinois.edu/majors that actually sends to our major exploration tool, and you'll see a variety of different programs that we do offer. You see programs that might pique your interest. Obviously, our highly ranked engineering and business colleges are in there. We have a lot of other majors that might not fit into what you might consider as a category or a perfect box as far as majors are concerned. Even though we have our Geese College of Business, half of our business majors are outside of the College of Business. Even though we have our Granger College of Engineering, we have a few majors that are outside the College of Engineering. So a lot of opportunities for students to find their path and explore the different options that are available to them. One of our different academic communities is our Division of General Studies, and about 25% of our admitted students actually are selected into the Division of General Studies. This is an opportunity for students to explore with award-winning advisors to kind of find their path as far as whatever their major will eventually be. So they can explore different classes that are available to them. We have over 7,000 different courses that students can pick from. Now, there's going to be certain categories that you have to fulfill your requirements for, but there are a variety of different classes that can fulfill those different requirements. So even if you choose a certain major, there's going to be a lot of courses you can take that's outside of your major that might pique your interest, something that you might not think it was an interest, but something you wanted to fulfill as far as courses. So what I'm saying is there are a variety of different options for students to choose from, especially at Illinois. We have a lot of different students, but we also have a lot of majors that students can find their path and explore different academic communities. As far as exploring different things, you get two educations at University of Illinois. You get your academic education, you also get your social education. And that's where students get involved and do a variety of different things. As far as our different student groups on campus, we have over 1,000 registered student organizations, or RSOs, what we call, and they range from political to sport to academic to pretty much any activity you can think of. So it's a way for students not only gain experience as far as leadership is concerned, but also find your other group or other interests within those different student organizations. About 92% of our students are involved in some kind of experiential learning. So that's anything from internships to research to global experiences or studying abroad. So a variety of ways that students can get involved outside of the classroom. The students who have a great connection with the University of Illinois, not only the campus, but also the greater Champaign-Urbana community. A lot of different concerts and festivals and activities that students take only from the campus, but also into the wider Champaign-Urbana community. That's a great way for students to interact with the community as a whole. We are part of the Big Ten sports. We have 19 Division I sports, and students are involved there as well. We have an umbrella organization for our student groups called Illini Pride, and within Illini Pride, there are different groups for each sport. So if students are interested in following football, we have the Block I. If they're interested in basketball, we have the Orange Crush. If they're interested in tennis, we have the Net Nuts. If they're interested in volleyball, we have the Spike Squad. So it's a way for students to get involved, again, within Division I sports. If they're not competing, but we also have intramural and club sports as well that students can get involved in. There are about 30 intramural sports where students compete with students on campus. There are about 40 different club sports where students compete with different universities around the Midwest. Also, there's a lot of opportunities for leadership. We have a leadership center where students actually attend seminars and actually work with professors that actually have done studies based on leadership theories. We have a leadership minor that's housed in our College of Agriculture, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences. And these are other opportunities where students can learn or gain leadership experiences at the University of Illinois. And now I want to talk about the application, and it did open up September 1st. We have two different periods. We have our priority timeline for students that are interested in more competitive programs, so usually engineering, business, or our science fields. Definitely apply during that priority time. Some of the more competitive programs usually pick a higher percentage of students that apply during the priority timeline. It's not necessarily guaranteed, but typically a higher percentage of students are admitted when they apply during the priority timelines, because the university or the colleges have a first glance at those particular students. Also, if you're interested in some of our honors programs or some merit-based awards, definitely apply during that priority time. Our application does extend to January 5th, and that is the deadline for our application. So you do have a wide window to apply. Even if you apply during the priority deadline or through our general admissions, regular admissions deadline, the admission notification date is mid-February, and we will send information out to students that apply during a timeline and know exactly when that time will be. There are 3 ways students can apply to university. It's the My Alumni account, our coalition application, or the Common App. We do not have a preference either way that student can apply to those to our campus, but those are our 3 different options that are available to them. We do have a $50 application fee for domestic students and $75 for international students. We do have a holistic review process where we look at your grades and course rigor. Notice I didn't say GPA. We look at the grades and see how well you performed in your particular high school. We also want to see what's available at your particular school. So we want to see if you've taken AP courses, if that's available. We are test optional this year. So if you feel that the test scores are indicative of how you performed on campus or during high school, send those test scores. If you do not send those test scores. We do look at extracurricular activities and honors and awards, and we do have short answer and essays as a requirement, and you can see that information on our website, illinois.edu/review. So I did try to use some information in a short period of time. If you do have any questions about the University of Illinois, you find us, you can give us a call. You see our email address in there. You see our website. We're also on social media. So if any questions do come up during that time, please feel free to reach out to us. We're going to be here to help you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. With a few minutes remaining, we're going to now pivot into our Q&A portion of this session. And so I invite all our representatives at this time to go ahead and turn on their cameras to get ready to unmute themselves. And our first question here is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? We'll go ahead and get started in the same order in which you presented in.
My advice would be to visit as many schools as you can. All of the schools that you're interested in. If you're able to do it virtual or in person, try to visit and talk with somebody.
My advice would be to have open communication with your admissions counselor. We all want to get to know you, and the only way we can help you is if we know what you need. So definitely have that communication.
My advice would be, that I know that, with the college search going, and when you first start, the process can be daunting and scary. So I would want you to know that, you're not by yourself. Most of your colleagues will feel the same way. Don't be afraid to ask questions and seek assistance to ensure your success.
My advice was also going to be ask as many questions as you can. We're all here to give you, and I hope that you guys realize that as you come to visit more schools.
Yeah, my advice, teachers, on everybody, so definitely take all of their advice previously, but definitely visit on the day in which they expect you to be there. Visit on the day in which they don't expect you to be there. Really get a feel for that university and see yourself there. I think that's going to help out your decision big time.
This will be a lot more work on your end, but I'm going to repeat what everybody else said. Please ask questions. As you heard us talk about our different universities, we all have different processes when it comes to the application process, as far as what we view as important as far as applying to our institution. It comes to financial aid, everything is different, even though we're all within the state of Illinois. So please reach out to us and ask questions.
Awesome. What a great way to end. And I couldn't agree more. Everyone here is here to help through this process of applying for college. And so again, feel free to reach out. If you have any other questions, reach out to your respective institution directly. And so much great advice from our panelists here. So again, thank you to them for being here. Thank you for sharing about your respective institutions. And thank you to each of you for joining us. We really appreciate it. As we close, there'll be a very quick 5-question survey that will appear on your browser. If you could fill that out for us, your feedback would be extremely helpful. And lastly, this recording will be available along with all the other recordings from all the other sessions, and it will be available at strivescan.com/Illinois. We have now reached the conclusion of this session. Again, thank you and have a great night.